Welcome back to the Florida trip. Did you get enough tragedy in the last episode? If you didn't, don't worry. There's more. Today we decided to visit Jungle Island, and immediately I noticed something was off about the animals. They seemed to know something that we didn't. It was as if I could feel them watching me. The first animals to greet us were the parrots, the masterminds. They act all stupid, but now I know better. As you enter the park, you have an opportunity to meet some of these birds. So, being the polite person that I am, I introduced myself to the birds and we took this photo together. This photo was taken after the trauma. Dear God. Physically, I'm fine. But if you look closely, you'll see my hat. It's been destroyed. As I posed for this photo, the bird on my shoulder, without my consent, removed the button from the top of my hat using his razor-sharp beak and surgical precision. And to think that I was worried about him, I thought that he might choke. But the handlers informed me that they enjoyed chewing on things, and he'd spit it out when he's done. The handlers told me that I made his day, but why I thought would this make him so happy? I'll tell you why. It's because these parrots get what they want here. By destroying my hat, this bird knew that I'd have nothing to protect myself from the warm, cancerous rays of our very own sun, thus forcing me to buy a new hat in the gift shop, which I did, subsequently financing this bird's next meal or luxury vehicle or whatever he wants. Conspiracy theories aside, Jungle Island was one of my favorite places to visit while we were in Florida. There was a ton of cool animals to see, and the park was great, but my favorite animal that I saw was this gibbon that just radiated 80s dance energy. After the gibbon danced all its rage out, we got to visit these kangaroos that love to be pet. And although they look dead, I can assure you, I think I saw one move at least once. In contrast to these kangaroos, we saw this very lively, very polite little bird.
Pretty bird! Hello! 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 Pretty bird! It sounds like a video game. Hello! Hello! Hi!
For our last stop at Jungle Island, we joined this pigeon in watching an educational show about the cassowary, which is the closest living relative to the velociraptor. We originally intended to go to the Everglades, but unfortunately it was too expensive to get there from where we were staying. So instead we went to the Miami Seaquarium, which was a lot like Jungle Island, only a little bit wetter. They had these pools where you could interact with some of the fish. I stuck my hand in one and it got bitten off by a million tiny fish. I got to pet a stingray.
Aww.
Oh, that was so weird. What comes up for it?
They even had this sanctuary for sea turtles that were too injured to live in the wild. The best part of the whole day was when they were closing down and I checked my backpack and realized, I don't have my camera anymore.
I don't know. What?
How many
Oh.
We had just been in this store, and they had told us to leave because they were closed.
Look at him walk.
I didn't know if I was more worried about losing my camera or having to ask somebody to let me back in.
Did they lock the door?
I didn't check.
I see it. Well. It looks stupid. They probably left on the other side of the building. You want to go see?
Luckily, we were able to make it out of there with all our limbs and belongings. We also got a couple pennies for our penny passport, but that pretty much sums up our day. At this point, we're almost done with our trip, and all that's really left to see is our alligator hunt. So in the next episode, we'll look at Wynwood and see if we can find a good place to eat alligator in the area. But if you enjoyed this, consider subscribing, and a like and a comment always helps me figure out what people like and don't like as well. So, until the next episode, thanks for watching.